What was the founding story for Treat now? What were the first steps that you took to start it?
Yeah, so I left my job at Indiegogo to actually start what was going to be a D2C brand, like menswear company that would incorporate circularity from the beginning. So it was going to be a D2C brand initially, and we were going to be a tech first, circular first menswear brand that would eventually morph into what Treat became. We kind of decided that it was a much more scalable concept and we can make a bigger impact both financially and globally by being the platform to launch hundreds and eventually thousands of brands onto a circular sort of platform versus building everything at once, which would have been incredibly challenging and potentially not as big of an impact from being like a D2C arm. So we set out to that was like the first big pivot, and we started talking to brands. And so we started talking to brands for the course of like 4 months before we wrote a line of code. We got about 6 brands to sign a letter of intent with us that says, hey, like if you build this thing that helps us capture our resale market in this way and it does what you says it does, we will launch with you. They basically signed a non-binding letter of intent. And that was enough to make us go like full steam ahead in the business. So we started building, and then we leveraged those non-binding documents to get into Techstars, and that was like our first sort of initial seed funding, or I guess pre-seed funding to get the business off the ground and start building from there. So that was like the original sort of concept. How we went from like D2C to platform, and then obviously a lot has shifted and grown from there.